All right. Good morning, beautiful people. I am doing a very exciting thing today, and I am meeting up with someone so they can take a copy of my license and I can get recruited for a job that I've always wanted. And I'm just really excited right now because it's like a next big step in my life. Once I get this job, I do plan on getting a second job. I know I want a second job. You guys are probably thinking, like, why would you do that to yourself? That seems like a lot. And I'm like, it does seem like a lot, but I need to make up for the amount of months that I wasn't working. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't work for a while. Like, I didn't work. I gotta make up for like 3 months of work that I missed. You know, like I can't just pretend like I didn't not work for like 3 months. So I gotta make up for that and just get myself back on track because it's hard out here, bro. It's hard out here, you know? But yeah. So today's lesson is just me yapping. I'm not so much in focus as to, it's just me yapping about random stuff. I can't even lie with you guys today. I also just woke up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did just wake up maybe an hour ago. But yeah, today is just sort of me just yapping about random things. That's all I can really say. But there's this union that's in DC. I'm really looking forward to working with them. Hence why I kind of have been practicing waking up at 4 in the morning because that's when it starts. So I've been doing that, trying to wake up early. Of course, I just woke up today, but today was like kind of like a break day for me. Hence because I've been waking up at like 4:30 in the morning for the past couple days, and it does drain you. I won't lie. Like waking up at 4:30, staying awake for the rest of the day, it definitely like takes a toll on you. It's something that really just drains your energy a bit, but at the same time, like you feel so like satisfied by the end of the day that you're just like, it was all worth it. That's what I like. Waking up that early, like it's just great. But that's besides the point. Like right now, I'm just really excited because this is the next step on in life. Like I'm about to be 21. I'm trying to get this job. Once I get this job, hopefully I get to where I want to be in life. You know what I mean? By the time I'm 27, 28, I'm going to be a master electrician. And that's the goal. That is the goal. Once I become that, man, I'm just excited for life after that. Because I do want to get, well, sorry, TMI, I guess, but I don't really care. My plan is to get married by like 28, 27, 28. So like that's why I sort of have this like feel good thing. I do want to be married by the time I'm 28. If I don't get married by 28, it's not happening. If I'm not married by 28, I'm probably not going to get married. But I am quite excited. I am quite excited for this next job opportunity. In the case that it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But at the same time, like, why? I shouldn't be stressed. Oh, I did not mean to do that. At the same time, I should not be stressing it like that because it's just not that big of a deal. Like, I'll find something else, you know? I've actually been looking at other states to move to if I get in, so I can do a transfer. I don't know if the state, if not the state, I don't know if the District of Columbia allows for transfers or if they're gonna do pay transfers. I don't know. But if they do, that would low-key be really awesome. But if they don't, that it really is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna be pressed about it. because I'm just gonna work the hours to make up for the lost pay. It's not like the end of the world, because I know the one in DC like pays the highest next to like California, but of course I'm not gonna move to California. If I were to move anywhere at the moment, someplace I've been thinking about is Portland, Oregon. And you guys are probably like, why Portland? Guys, I'm a huge nature guy. As I've grown up, I grew up traveling every summer. I grew up basically taking breaks to go out of the country. We would go to Canada like all the time. We would be in Europe. We would be somewhere for months, like a month or two. And like growing up, it just sort of being in these areas, it just sort of made me appreciate nature more. Like Europe, they embrace nature in Europe. They promote you walking to work, you taking hikes to do stuff. Like they're like, yes, please do that. And I thought it was a beautiful thing. I just truly think it is a beautiful thing. I love the idea of just being smart. Not being smart. What the hell? Being in tune with nature. And Portland has all the right spots. Like I've looked it up. They have like the area that I'm in does have nature, and it's not like it's lacking in nature, but I can only go to Shenandoah and like some specific spots so many times before I get bored of it. I do plan on going to Shenandoah a couple more times. Once I do go to Shenandoah a couple more times, eventually I'm going to be looking at places to move to. Of course, looking for the job transfer, stuff like that. And of course, like, it's not going to happen within the next year or so, but I'm still going to look at that, because I feel like by the time I'm 22, 23, I should be moving out of the house. I should be finding my own place and knowing, like, I should be finding my own place by then, because I'll hopefully be making enough money by then to be able to move out. Probably not be able to buy a house, not in this area. The house prices in this area have skyrocketed. If I were to buy a house in this area, I would get one of these townhouses that we have in our downtown area, because they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous townhouses. Like, they're so beautiful. Every time I see them, I'm just, it's just such a beautiful sight to see. But yeah, that's sort of how we're working with right now, guys, and I'm loving it personally. I'm freaking loving it. That's all I can say. I'm just super excited for where life might take me after today. And I just wanted you guys to listen to me and talk about why I am so excited, because my thing is if I get the job, I do plan on doing a transfer. I do plan within the next year, once I complete my first year, I'm gonna talk to them about how I plan on moving possibly across the country, if not across the country, maybe just to a different state. My two places are Tennessee and Oregon. Those are my two places. Oregon, it's just the scenery. And Tennessee, you just never run out of things to do. You never do. That's one thing I'll say. You will always find something to do in Tennessee. Like, I don't care what anyone says, you're gonna find something to do in Tennessee. So that's what I like about it. And it's not that I'm saying my area is completely boring and there's nothing to do here. It's just I've lived here my whole life, and of course I've lived here my whole life. I've traveled a lot, but maybe it's time for a change. Like, it's time for a change, not to stay here until I don't plan on being in Virginia. By the time I'm 23, I don't plan on still being in Virginia. If I'm being brutally honest with you guys, like, I was honestly planning on moving out of the state a brick ago when I had a really good job. of course, stuff happens, and that's not like a terrible thing, but I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad that the opportunity got taken from me. It's just, it gets me so much more motivated to be able to get that opportunity back. So Tennessee, I'll definitely be looking into Tennessee. I like the idea of it. Yeah. Meet me at the club, restaurant, the grocery store, and the movies. But yeah, today's low-key a beautiful day. Like, it rained, but like it looks like that nice little day. It's getting nice and a little bright, and I'm a big fan of it. Big fan. And I'm driving to the guy that's helping me get the job, by the way. He's an awesome guy. He's been very, very, very helpful the whole way on getting me in to the union. If it weren't for him, I don't know where I'd be. So I owe almost everything to this man. And if I'm being brutally honest, like, also another reason why I do want everything to go the way that I hope it does with social media, jobs and stuff, I really want to pay him back. I really, 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 really want to pay him back. That is like a dream of mine, because if I told you this guy, he took me on, paid me with, he paid me, he gave me hours, he just gave me opportunity when I didn't have much, and it truly just, it meant everything to me. And I can't thank him enough for that. So when the time comes, I know I'm gonna pay him back for it. And yeah, that's that. I just know that in my heart, this guy is gonna be one of the first, of course, besides my parents and my family, this guy's gonna be one of the first people that I ever decide to pay back. One of the first. Like, I will pay this man back for everything that he's done for me. Everything. And it's not even up for debate. He deserves so much more than what he's getting, and he puts other people first all the time, and you can just tell when someone puts other people first, and this guy is easily one of those men that do, and he loves his family. He has an amazing relationship with his kids, and that's what truly makes this guy just such a great human being. He's hilarious too. His name's Eric, by the way. Eric is he's an awesome guy. That's what I think all of you need to know. I've never met someone so willing to give off of a kid that he had no idea who I was. Keep that in mind, guys. This guy had no clue who I was. I met him at a bank. I met them at the bank, and he had told me how he's an electrician. I'm like, man, I tried to get into that stuff, I just couldn't. And he's like, why not? And he's like, I couldn't find an apprenticeship. And he brought me on. He brought me on and just decided that, well, I'd found one prior, but of course I lost that job. But he was like, yeah, man, like, I'll take you on. Have you work for me? And it strikes something in you whenever someone's willing to do something that kind. It really does. Like, I felt happy and I felt joyful that someone was willing to do that for me. And there's nothing that will stop me from trying to pay this man back. like, even the first day that he did all this for me, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pay this guy back. Like, even the first day that I did it, the first day that me and this man worked together, I was like, yeah, he's gonna get paid back. Like, I'm gonna make sure that he gets what he deserves, because there's not enough words I can put for how much I appreciate what he's done. There's just not. Like, I truly can't tell you guys. That's what I'll say. And it may sound crazy or dramatic, but just imagine, like, just imagine, like, a year ago from now, I got denied from the union, and it hurt my soul, because I thought I was going to get in and change my life. And I ended up working at a bank that I was incredibly miserable at, and I was anxious at work 24/7 because of my boss. I couldn't sleep some nights because I just did not want to go into work. Stuff like that. And when I left that job, a guy just comes to you and he's like, I can get you back in, and I'll make sure that you get back in, and his son helps you too. It's just, you don't just see that kind of stuff all the time. You don't. And it's just such a great feeling. It's such a great feeling to know there's still, like, very kind people out there. I'm about to be there in 8 minutes, guys. I'm excited. I love meeting Eric because he's like one of those guys where you can't tell if he's actually pissed at you or if he's just being funny. This guy behind me is really getting nice and close. But yeah, he's just one of those guys where you can't tell if he's mad or angry, and I think it's hilarious because he'll say something just absolutely out of pocket, and you're like wondering, is this guy mad or is he joking? But that's just what makes it all funny. Like, he just, oh my God, he's hilarious. He makes me laugh every time. Sometimes I'm working and he's like, Jesus Christ, like, what's taking you so long? And he'll just make some funny joke, and you're just, it genuinely, it puts a smile on your face. Like, this guy knows how to make you laugh. That's what I will say. He knows just how to make you laugh. Like, there's been days where I'm like, dang, man, I don't want to be here. Like, I'd rather be somewhere else. I don't want to work today. But this guy, you show up with him, and he's just cracking you up with jokes, like, hilarious. And you're like, man, I'm happy I came out here, you know? But, yeah. I do need to get my sleep schedule in check, because there's no way I'm waking up right now and I'm still tired. Like, my eyes are still heavy. It's very odd. It's very, very odd. But that is just my poor sleeping habits. Me deciding to not sleep on time. That is completely on me. Didn't fall asleep until like 4 a.m. last night, so that is completely on me. Getting 5 hours of sleep. Stupid, stupid, stupid. This area is pretty. We're in the little farm town. Got the little silos, got all this stuff. Got these beautiful houses. Oh my gosh. Living out here must be so nice. You're so far away from everything. You don't got a care in the world. God, that house is gorgeous. It's a white and I think that's blue house. It's wow. Living out here must be expensive, though. Oh my God, it's a cow. Oh, that's a horse, not a cow. What the? I'm stupid. The scenery out here is just immaculate as well. I will say that. Meet me at the club, the restaurant, the grocery store, or the movies. Aw, cemetery. May they all rest in peace. Aw, another cute little house. Yeah, these houses are great. A blue house. I just passed a blue house. Okay, I don't like that. I don't know what that is. Another white and blue house. Wow. See, guys, like, that's the beauty in this area. I do like this area. I won't lie. Grew up here. It's just home. It's felt like home. It always will be home. That's one thing I will say. It always will be home. But I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of here. You know? I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there in the world. You know what I mean? I want to know that I've traveled the United States by the time I'm 30. I want to know that. I want to be like, yeah, I've been around the United States. You know, like, I got a list. Like, you know how much of a flex that is to say, like, yeah, I've been to that state. Oh, what about the other 49? Yeah, I've been to those states too. Like, it's just such a cool experience it's just such a cool thing to be able to say. Sorry, not experience. And I'm just driving, watching all this scenery. It's just makes you really appreciate things. Alright guys, well, I'm about to pull into his house. If you watched this video all the way through, thank you. If you didn't, I'm sorry that it was boring. Well, I'm sorry to those that didn't stay. Of course, I'm sure you're not going to see this, but still, if you thought this video was boring, I apologize. Just wanted to go on a little rant. And yeah, just know I love you all. This road is incredibly bumpy. And I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying to stay more consistent on YouTube, so yeah. Bye.